This is just a brief video about changes in the New King James Version Bible. A few years ago, a viewer brought to my attention the change in Jeremiah 34:16. So we'll look at that. We'll begin though by reminding you how you can tell whether you have the 1982 text. If you look here in 1 Peter 3:20, if it says long suffering of God, then you know it's prior to 1984. So we're still looking at my old 1982 text, wide margin, New King James Version Bible from Nelson. And we're looking now at Jeremiah 34:16. And if you read here, you see it says, whom he had set at liberty. So we'll look at how that changes in later editions. Next, we'll look at a Holman large print, ultra thin reference Bible. My copy here was printed in Korea in 2008, but if you look above, you see it says copyright 1996, Broadman and Holman Publishers. I think that means that's the year that this particular layout of the Bible was copywritten. In 1 Peter 3:20, it reads divine long-suffering rather than long-suffering of God, so we know it's the 84 or later text. And in Jeremiah 34:16, it still says whom he had set at liberty, as in the earlier 1982 text. Finally, we'll look here at the NKJV Classic Verse by Verse Center Column Reference Bible from Nelson, which was published in 2019. As we would expect, in 1 Peter 3:20, it reads the divine long-suffering. But Jeremiah 34:16 in this recently printed NKJV from Nelson says, whom you had set at liberty. Contrast that, just to remind you, with the older NKJV wide margin with the 82 text, which says, whom he had set at liberty. So it appears that the text of Jeremiah 34:16 was changed after the 1996 copyright date for this Holman, and certainly well before this New King James Version was printed. We see the same variation in King James Version editions. Here's a reproduction of the original 1611. It says, whom ye had set at liberty. This is Jeremiah 34:16 in the Cambridge Cameo. And as you see, it says, whom ye had set at liberty. And here is Jeremiah 34:16 in the Allen Long Primer. This is the Bible, by the way, that I'm reading from for the videos on my other channel, the Bible in English. And here it says, whom he had set at liberty, just like the 1982 New King James Version text. So the text of Jeremiah 34:16 changed over time. It was he, here, and here, as late as the 1996 copyright date. And in the 2000s, I have earlier New King James Version Bibles than this. Certainly sometime by the first decade of this century, the text had changed to you in the New King James Version. So thanks very much for watching this hopefully brief video. Remember to like the video if you did like it, and I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much for watching.